First Edition is wrapping up our special back to school series Classroom Challenges this morning, and we have featured everything from safety on campus to addressing mental health and to closing the learning gap.
Yeah, 3 News reporter Jalissa Garza joins us live in our studios with how districts are fighting to keep their schools fully staffed. Jalissa, good morning.
Hey there, good morning. Well, burnout, it's a word that's been used often this past year as employees across various professions have felt pressure due to a lack of staffing. The Texas State Teachers Association surveyed 688 teachers, and what they found was troubling. 70% of teachers are seriously considering quitting within the year. Now, districts are working to have higher wages, more incentives to keep their teachers feeling happy, supported, and valued. No matter what you do, where you work, the last 2 years have not been easy. The pandemic bringing challenges no one could have prepared for, including our teachers.
The amount of stress and the trauma from COVID-19 and now, of course, from the recent shooting in a school has escalated the anxiety and the fear among teachers and school personnel.
Nancy Vera says this has led to more educators leaving the profession.
Now school districts are in dire need of teachers. I think we've seen at the state level thousands of teachers leave the profession, and here in Corpus Christi, in the Corpus Christi area, we've seen hundreds.
Districts across the country, including right here in the Coastal Bend, are working to find more teachers, and some positions are harder to fill.
I can't find a Spanish teacher if it depends on our lives. We've had at times difficulty finding language arts. Sometimes it's like crickets.
An issue leaders with Ingleside ISD are seeing too.
Because there's just not that pool of teachers anymore and not anybody new coming into it, is that school districts end up taking teachers from each other.
Superintendent Troy Markovich says that's why districts have to be competitive when it comes to salaries.
We're looking at about a $4,500 increase for one-time increase stipend amount for all employees.
CCISD, the largest district in the Coastal Bend, is also staying competitive, and not just when it comes to pay.
An 88% contribution rate towards an employee's health insurance premiums. So we offer an employee $575 a month to offset the cost of their health insurance premiums.
West Oso trying to do what they can, despite not having as much money as other districts.
I'm glad other districts have the resources. I really am. This is not sour grapes or jealousy. But would we like to have those kind of dollars? Absolutely.
Dr. Garcia adds for West Oso to even attempt to keep up with other districts, they need resources like the ESSER funding.
We've hired a number of people and we've done tutoring programs and so on. It's going to be a sad day when that funding ends and those people have to leave.
But Nancy Vera says it's not always about the money.
They may not be able to give teachers or staff substantial raises, but they're doing everything to show that they are a family and that they care about each other. And I think that's most important.
Well, West Oso ISD created wellness rooms for their teachers, and Ingleside ISD says their motto is about being part of a family and really showing their support. Other districts we've highlighted this week, such as Flower Bluff, Robstown, and Sinton ISDs, are also increasing pay for their staff. But I want to touch on the ESSER funding. Now, that was dollars for schools made possible through the passing of the American Rescue Plan. And West Oso ISD isn't the only district to receive that. We did reach out to the governor's office if they know of any plans to extend that funding, and here's what they said. You can take a look on your screen. While ESSER is administered by the TEA, it is federal funding, and they control extending its timeline. We continue working with state and local leaders to swiftly provide all available resources to communities. But again, good news is these districts are doing everything that they can to help all the teachers in the Coastal Bend. Barbie, John Thomas.
So important. We can't stress that enough. They are molding our future. These teachers, we need to take care of them. Thank you so much, Jalissa.